wait. You can wait a year or two and save up money or just work or find something else that you are more passionate about if school is not made for you. There are a lot of stories out there of people who start college, take out loans, they either never finish or they just do something that they do not care about whatsoever. So then they are in debt, working either just a part-time job or a regular full-time job, or doing something that they absolutely hate and still have the debt. If you are going to school just to make your parents happy or your family happy in any sort of way, then I would really sit down with yourself and question that and make sure you actually want to go to school. Of course, I'm not encouraging people not to go to school, but when you are 18 years old or 17 years old, whenever it is that you are going to college, you really don't know what you want to be doing. There are some people who have known what they want to do since they are, a child, and a lot of that has to do with what their parents put into them. But even if you are somebody who knows strongly what they want to do, that can change within a few years of you in college. For myself, for example, I started out as a pre-dental student and I wanted to be an orthodontist. 3 years into college, I realized I did not want to do that anymore. I am not saying that I regret my college experience because I then continued on to get my master's, but I definitely would have changed my major looking back now. So just be really thoughtful about the major that you choose and then figure out if you even want to go to school. The other thing to consider when it comes to school is what you're going to major in, of course, because if you are majoring in something that is not going to create a profitable income for you after college and you are in $50,000 plus of student loan debt, then you are going to struggle and you are going to stress out after college. And to be honest, I don't think that's worth it. If you are super passionate about something, but a degree doesn't really help you to get anywhere, maybe you don't need that degree, maybe there's other options for you, or you can choose a different major so you can go down a different path and work on whatever you're passionate about on the side. Do some research on the jobs and the income that are available to you after you graduate with that major, because a lot of times schools promise something that is just not true. Just because you have a 4-year degree or even your master's, it may not be easy for you to find a job, or if you do find a job, it may not support you financially that much. It's really something to consider, so don't be blind to that, even if you are really passionate about this subject. The next thing to consider is where you are going to school. A lot of people know this early on in high school, maybe about halfway through high school or their 3rd or 4th year. As of right now, the average in-state tuition is $10,000 per year, and the average out-of-state tuition is $25,000. Of course, there are schools that are way more expensive than this or a little bit cheaper than that, but it is something to do your research on. Whichever school you decide to go to, figure out how much it costs. You may even want to consider going to community college for your first 2 years and then going to a 4-year university for your final 2 years to graduate with that college. I know that saves people a lot of money. I know some people absolutely do not want to do that. And I did want to mention those tuition fees did not include room, food, board, any of